What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Okay. Before I get this video started, man, let me give a shout out to several people. I want to give a shout out to Ticket TV or Pro Basketball Updates. Uh, if you haven't subbed to Ticket TV, definitely go sub to his channel. Um, he's one of the generals in the Lions Den basketball community, head honcho, dare I say, and always bringing day-to-day content. And he is responsible for what you see a lot of the guys doing right now in terms of the carbon copy uh, for the way they do their channels. No disrespect to nobody or anything, but Ticket was one of the first ones to bring the innovation to this. So salute to Ticket. I also want to give a shout out to Too Raw for TV, historian of the highest order. Uh, one of the generals in the LDBC too as well, and always bringing dope content on his channels as well. He's got multiple channels too, and is versatile in what he does. So definitely go sub to his channel. Also want to give a shout out to Town Biz Sports and Entertainment. Definitely go sub to his channel too as well, because he talked about this too. Also, Lou the Rider Sports. Definitely go sub to Lou. Uh, he's a basketball and football uh, guy as well. Likes to talk about it too. Versatile, talks about other things on his channel. And also want to give a shout out to Casino for Life too, because he talked about it too as well. And definitely go sub to Casino for Life or One Crack News. Go sub to his channels too, man. And he's versatile as well, and definitely going to give you his perspective on a lot of different topics too as well. So salute to all those brothers, and salute to anybody else that has talked about this situation right here. Okay. Now, having said all of that, let's go ahead and let's get to the bullshit. All right. Now, we do realize it is 2022, right? I mean, come on, man. We do realize it is 2022. I want to let y'all know something, all right? And many of you that that follow my channel, y'all probably already know this. I mean, if you don't, then I'm gonna be square biz about the shit right now with you. Okay. I have several family members that are interracial relationships right now, and marriages too as well, and they have kids too as well. Okay. And I don't I don't we don't light them up. Now that, of course, quite naturally, because from a humanistic aspect, especially our sisters, our black queens, they're gonna feel some type of way, a lot of them do. There's some that don't, but I could tell some of y'all don't have kids, and some of y'all haven't been to the high schools nowadays, or haven't been to uh, middle schools, or even elementary. But I'm really speaking of the high schools nowadays. This is happening all the time. I mean, and Also, this is the thing too. He's a kid. He's a kid, man. He's a kid. His brain hasn't maturated, and uh, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes, man. And furthermore, it's just prom. It's not like, I mean, is he guaranteed? Is this his high school sweetheart or anything like that? No. And even if it was, it's really none of your business. Now, if you're gonna sit here and you're gonna throw stones at this young kid just because you don't like LeBron or something like that, then that shows how evil you are. Look, you may not like LeBron, from a sports aspect. There's some of you that don't like him because of things off the court or whatever. You might not like LeBron because his wife is more beautiful than yours, or you might not like LeBron because he's got more money than you, or you might not like LeBron because he's taller than you, or you might not like LeBron because he's got more kids, and he's wealthy and he's happy. Leave the kid out of it. But we're not going to do that in society, though. We already know that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen. You know why? Because this society is weak minded. Now, I trip out because it seems like the real see social media, man, is an outlet for a lot of weak motherfuckers. Okay, and it's it's an outlet to truly express how a person really truly feels. Now, if you're gonna get on Bronny James about what he doing, okay, well, what about AB and the shit that he doing and the shit that he says, right? But you want to throw stones at a guy that really hasn't done anything. I mean, this is the first time that they tried to throw stones at Bronny James for some petty shit, right? Like, I mean, what? Because the guy was smoking a little weed or something like that. I mean, you act like y'all haven't seen it before. That's the worst shit that you're seeing on the computer right now, or even TV. If you watch it, uh, what are you gonna sit here and throw stones at LeVar Ball? Because the last time I checked, he's with a Caucasian female, right? And he got three sons going to the NBA and everything, and or is it? And he's got a show, and they might like their preference. Are you gonna throw stones at them? Look, man. The bottom line is, man, is that he has the right to do whatever he damn well chooses. Now, do I personally have that particular preference? No. But do we have friends that you know we talk to that are of a different race? Yeah, we do. And I know plenty. I know. Well, we know about two people that we know that are Caucasian that are with black men. But we're not gonna sit there and we're not gonna cast judgment, or I'm not gonna be like, you know what, get the fuck out of here or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that's not who I am. And honestly, that's not making a problem any better either. You have situations that have taken place, like what happened in Buffalo. I hate to bring it up again, but it has to be brought up, and people are gonna bring that shit up, right? And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are bringing that up, and I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? The sensitivity of race right now is very, very. It's the temperature is hot right now. the way that we feeling. You know, they're gonna look at this young girl as a villain. I mean, she hasn't maturated either, right? She's not. She's just a child. If you really want to be honest with you, so it's really unfair to them. And look, you can get mad at me for defending this all you want to, man. I mean, look, some of y'all have probably done it. Whether you're a black woman that has been with a white man, or whether you're a black man that has been with a white woman, now you with a black female or somebody of another race or whatever. Y'all be the same ones that get on here and try to pretend like, oh, okay, well, no, I ain't never did that before. I'll never do that, and I'll never do this, and I'll never do that. Man, you a lie. You a lie. You probably listen. Some of you have probably slept with a person of a different race or whatever. It's your deep and dark secret. Stop throwing stones at the man. Hey, at least he's look. I put to you like this, right? At least it's a female. And look, this is no disrespect to anybody else. At least it's a female. Now, look, if it had been if it had been a guy, can you imagine what they would have said? And I just leave it at that. And like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody, But if it had been a guy, what would they be saying? And look, a prom, going to the prom is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and now that we live in a social media age or whatever, they're always going to be, and depending on how social media is in the future and everything, now they're always going to look back at this and they're going to be like, man, you got castrated for being with a white girl, or Karen. And I listen, I'm gonna say this, man. The young girl, I don't know her, and she didn't do anything to anybody. So for me to sit here and throw stones at her and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, would be unfair. Now, if she's being disrespectful like the Karen that was at the basketball game and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then that's a different story. The one that was telling LeBron, and talking about his kids and stuff like that, which I'm not going to repeat. We got to wake up. I mean, if you go to certain cities, this isn't uncommon. I mean, you're gonna see interracial dating. I mean, interracial dating, interracial marriages, and they will go to bat for each other. They'll go to bat for each other. I know my cousin has had to go to bat a couple of times, but like I never like it. I mean, just coming from me and from where I came from and everything, uh, nobody never really tripped. Now they would bring it up and they'd be like, man, how'd you do this or how'd you do that or something like that, or we didn't know that you was going like that or whatever. But I mean, my mom's would like the first one of the first questions that she would ask, just she was like, is she, what race is she and everything, But my mom wasn't tripping about it, you know what I'm saying? But I knew, like, my mom would, it, you know, it would make her even feel even better if I was with, a black woman, because she is a black woman and everything. But she, at the same token, she's gonna I don't think she would have tripped about it because she's always told me that I had the right to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, you know. And but my preference has always been, you know, a black queen. I mean, that's just me. But what even you know, my cousins have approached me, and some of my family members have approached me, and they've been like, you know, oh, I thought you like, you know, the other race. I thought you like, you know, Caucasian women, or I thought you like, you know, Latinos or something like that, you know. And um, you know, really, man, it was just what I wanted, you know, and what I claimed onto. Now, we don't even know. I mean, if it's really gonna make it. For all go, you know, could have went to the damn prom, right? Could have went to the damn prom and just called it a night. Just went ahead and had because I on first because I went to three of my proms. I went to three of my proms. I was sophomore with a senior. I know the first two proms I didn't get no action. I'm being real with you. I didn't get no action, but that third prom, oh yes, I had to get some action. I had to bust them cheeks for real. But nah, you know, man, it's a once in a lifetime thing, man. This guy is young, and I, I'm just tripping out, man. Like, you know, with you know Caucasian women and everything, and y'all not saying nothing to them, and they grown men, and they look over it. It's not a big deal. I mean, I gotta bring up LeVar Ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, LeVar Ball. You know, they look. He does it with confidence. Are you gonna run up with LeVar Ball, and that's the only thing that you're gonna talk about? You're gonna talk about that with him because he's married, like I said, and he has kids. And it makes me think of Kevin Samuel because uh the guy passes away, and they still want to be heartless enough to bring up irrelevant shit, you know, or they want to celebrate the man's death or something like that. Well, this right here is of the same magnitude because you're sitting here and this is a kid that has that has not that has no clue about life yet. No clue about life yet, man. And automatically you ready to start going in on him. And then what's even better, right? Well, I'm not gonna say better, but what let's let's take it to another stratosphere, right? What's even worse is that you have psychologically probably got to got to Bronny James, and you said, and he's probably saying to himself, well, damn, maybe I better maybe I better get with a different race just so that I can please people. And that's not to say that he's mentally weak or anything like that, but because of the outrage and the outpour of and the savages that's online and stuff like that, now he can't really live for on what he truly wants to do, and he's going to be a people pleaser rather than trying to do something that's going to help himself or help himself or please himself. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to be with a black woman because that's what I think society would want me to do. What's up with it, think tank? I see you in the building. or I'm gonna have to be with this person because that's what society wants me to do. I got younger cousins right now. Three of them are with one's with a Latino female. She's Hispanic, and the other two are with the white girl. And whenever we've had a family reunion or something like that, they brought them over there. Well, no big deal. Now we'll crack jokes and stuff like that. Now if you white and you come to the family reunion, oh yes, we gonna light your ass up. But it's all in fun though. Oh yes, we are gonna light your motherfucking ass up. Cause I'm pretty sure, if you've been to a black family reunion, you know what I'm saying? I know at least mine, man. We get the clowning, roasting, and it don't stop. It don't stop. Old and young, anybody could get it. But nah, man, it's all in fun. We don't be like, oh yeah, we don't frown upon, the guy, because one of our cousins, she was with a white guy, but nobody was tripping. Matter of fact, we wanted to know more about the dude, and guess what? This dude was he was a veteran, and my uncles they liked that, and so then they found something in common to talk about, and to conversate about or whatever. And now they great friends. She's still with him to this day. Got kids and everything. But it's not a big deal, man. Ain't it funny, Polo, is as a black man, you're with a non-black woman, everyone, or even feminist. Right, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Tank. That's facts right there, brother. That's facts. I mean, but okay. I mean, what do you see? And look, okay, what do you want? What do you want Bronny to do? Okay, what do you want him to do? I know what it is. You want him to do what you want him to do. You don't want Bronny to do. You want him to cater to you. Now, is Bronny out here going to grocery stores shooting up people? Is he robbing banks? Is he throwing chairs at teachers? Because I mean, they're doing that here in Dallas, and these are kids younger than Bronny. Is he sleeping with one of the is he sleeping with one of the teachers there? Is he moving the zips? Is he trapping? You know what I'm saying? Is he out here? You know what I'm saying? Uh, in the streets, heavy. Nah, he's not doing none of that. The man's going to prom. Something that a lot of you have never been able to do. I bet you this. None of y'all can pull a picture. A lot of y'all feminists that like Think Tank was saying. A lot of y'all feminists, a lot of y'all women that's castrate LeBron's son or Bronny. Y'all never went to a prom because I'm gonna be real with you. A lot. The reason why a lot of guys do go to prom anyway, then I'm just being honest with you, all right? is to get some ass. I'm just being real with you. That's the main goal. That's why, like the first two primes, man, I was mad because, like the first one, I was an underclassman, and she was an upperclassman, man. I mean, she was already, I mean, she was a senior. I was a sophomore going with a senior, but man, she was thick than a motherfucker, man. She already had that grown woman body or whatever, and she told me flat out, she like, I ain't gonna give you nothing at the end of the night, right? I was like, God damn. All right, but I still had a good time with her. I mean, I later on smashed, but not that night. You know what I'm saying? But then the second night, it was because her parents wanted her home at a certain time and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, you know what? Next time, I'm gonna make sure it's either, it's gonna be it's gonna be a, a hood chick, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that I'm with. And the last one, it was somebody, that I was with or whatever, and then I was able to get the cookies. But that's the main goal. They not a lot of them. Okay, there might be some that are high school sweethearts. You know what I'm saying, and they might, you know, one might be with a cheerleader or the basketball player or the football player or something like that. Or they might be in a relationship for quite some time and everything, but the whole goal is to get some booty. I mean, that's what he. I mean, shit. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. And some of y'all, oh my God, Polo, don't do that, man. You know good and damn well that's what the fuck is going on. Homie of mine gave the analogy: you date 25 black women, you going to date 12. You're 26, 27, you going. It goes well, even say, yeah, yeah, that's true. And look, I mean, look, it's every. I put to you like this, Tank. Every black woman ain't the same. Every white woman ain't the same. All white women don't act the same. You know what I'm saying? All black women don't act the same. All Hispanic women don't act the same. All Asian women don't act the same. You know, because I got a friend of mine that's with an Asian chick. Dog, she mean than a motherfucker. Like she like one of them old Kamora Lee Simmons type. Oh, it don't even matter. You know what? You know what? Think tank, man. Fuck 'em, man. Look, if you'd have said, "Hey, Polo, I'm with a white woman," I don't give a fuck. Like, like that shit don't, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If if you with a white woman or you with a woman of a different race, okay, it's your job to be her man. It's your job to be her man. So you're gonna have to protect her. You're gonna have to defend her, and you're gonna have to stand guard. If y'all have a commitment, and then if you have kids and you're married, then okay, it's your job to provide and protect. Plain and simple. So I don't judge anybody or anything like that. Now, if you come to me with it and you say, okay, well, how do you feel about that? I'll be like, well, me personally, you know, I I have a different perspective on things, but I'm not gonna let anybody in the house because they with somebody that's of a different race. Nah, I don't do that type of shit. I don't do that type of shit. Because if listen, you gotta think about it like this, right? You're not doing any justice by doing that shit. That's not making the situation better. And as a matter of fact, you're doing more harm. Now, are there people of other races that are gonna feel some type of way? Because you got to look at it like that too. Are there other people that are gonna feel some type of way? Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you go to one of those uh small towns. And Tank know what I'm talking about. He live in Georgia. Especially if you're here in a state like Texas or whatever, you go to one of them small towns that you know town be so small, it be so small that you have the same guy playing Too Raw for TV. I see you in the building. Make sure you go subscribe to the homie Too Raw for TV, Too Raw for Sports, aka Big Mike. I think people also have to recall thinking of the issues when they were 17. Yeah, exactly. Hey, and Too Raw and Think Tank. Like I said, the whole goal, the whole goal at the end of the night of prom is to get some pussy, especially because nigga, I didn't lose my goddamn virginity until I was a sophomore, damn near a junior. So if you in the locker room, and for those of y'all that play sports, I'm pretty sure I think Two Rod play sports, and I think Tank, I'm pretty sure you play sports. Nigga, if you a virgin in the locker room, nigga, them niggas is gonna get on your ass. So if you sit up there and you be like, ah yeah, I smashed such and such, nigga, they just gonna be they gonna be celebrating at the fact that you actually got some ass. They don't care if it's from a white girl, black girl, Latina. It don't matter. That's where a certain group of women hate as a heterosexual man. I'm good. Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. And see, that's how closed-minded we are. Uh, my cousin, we were shocked because my cousin, he's in the entertainment business and stuff, and everybody was shocked that he was getting married and everything, and it was to a Caucasian woman and stuff, man. And shit, nobody said anything. I was shocked. I was shocked at my auntie, but my auntie had dealt with it because she was used to kind of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of cousins that are half black, half white, and well, not too many that half black, half white, but uh, half black and half Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So it really, and everybody, and this is another thing too. Everybody thinks that because you live in like a fucked up area. I'm pretty sure y'all could probably relate to this. They think it's just one race. Nah, because you had Hispanics in the projects. You had some white folks in the projects. You have black folks in the projects. You even have a few that are from third world countries that live in the projects. Or live in a poverty stricken area. Yeah, exactly. Listen, and they'll blast. Listen, they'll blast. They'll put your business on blast. Like especially if you hooping, they gonna use that. Like if you hooping or they playing, you playing sports or you playing football or something like that. They're gonna use that as a psychological advantage on you to try to either get in your head or to try to take you out your game. They'd be like, "Come on, virgin, come on," or they'd be like, "Man, dog, you probably soft in the bedroom too. That's why you ain't getting no pussy yet, or something like that." They'll say things to you like that, especially if they know. So you wanted to you wanted to be like, "Look, I'm gonna go to the prom. I'm gonna get me some action." Yeah, I mean, I've seen it in Atlanta too, though. I see it in Atlanta too. I've seen it in Georgia. I've seen a lot of it in Georgia, a lot of it. And surprisingly, I'll tell you another place. Um, Memphis, but like if you go to if you see, so I could tell some of them women haven't been to they haven't been to a high school game lately. They haven't they haven't been around this generation. It's of the norm. Like right, and when it comes to high schools or whatever. Uh, a friend of the family, she's a girl, um, a black girl, of course, and she's about to have a baby with a Hispanic cat, and she young, she like 20, 19, 20 years old. They about to have a baby and everything, but they seem serious about it and stuff like that. But are they gonna sit up there and go after her? Nah, you know. Now there is a flip side though. We gotta look at it like this. Now, if you come there with that bullshit, and you start feeling yourself a little bit too much, then okay, then we gotta really, we gotta check your ass. But that hasn't happened. That hasn't taken place. That hasn't taken place. Matter of fact, I knew a guy too, and I know I keep going back in the days and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You're gonna like it anyways. I just wanna keep y'all motherfuckers entertained. Now, there was a guy, man, and he was a cowboy. He was like I think I've talked about him before. But on my team that I played for, he was he was a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? But he played ball. He's a white dude. House, parents had a house on the ranch, all this other stuff, this, that, and the third, or whatever. But he loved black women. You know what I'm saying? And that's what his preference was. Real tall white dude. But he would invite the whole team over to his parents' ranch, and they had a they had a lot of land, man, and horses. It had cows. His pops was you know did the whole little cattle thing and stuff. But we took him to a hip hop club, and it's a place, and it's probably, I know they have a Graham Central Station everywhere in various uh parts of the U.S. But for those of y'all that aren't familiar with what Graham Central Station is, it's a club that has various genres. You have your Tejano music and your salsa and your Latino music, or reggaeton and all that stuff. Then you also have you have your hip hop section, where you know what I'm saying, it's catered to hip hop. And then of course you have the section where it's country and western. We took the dude, he wanted to go to the hip hop section. And during that time, what was hot during that time? It was man, what was that song? It was with Young Jock, Meet Me in the Trap, and Think Tank know what I'm talking about. Man, this dude, you gotta think about it, man. This dude wasn't a small dude. This dude was he's like 6'9". He was a big for our team. And He came up in there with his cowboy hat, belt buckles, stuff like that. That corduroy, or plaid polo tucked in with the Wrangler jeans and all that stuff. Cowboy boots, you know. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. See, that's what y'all don't know, man. Cowboy boots is expensive than a motherfucker. That's why, like, I could understand why a lot of women be like, oh yeah, he got money or something like that, you know, so they automatically gonna think that or whatever. But anyways, man, he came up in there. They were playing Young Jock, Meet Me in the Trap, and you know, Think Tank. Back in back in those days, you had to crank and do the dance. Meet me at the trap. It's going down. If you ever seen the video, you do the dance. This this dude was in the middle of the dance floor with everybody, all the black females around him, because you know he tall than a motherfucker, and was doing the crank and everything. This motherfucker was up in there doing the Superman, all that shit, all that shit, man. And hey, it worked for him because he was getting females nonstop, and I'm talking about some a think tank, some thick, like all of them was looking like goddamn Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and like Takora looking girls, or you know, like, and they would be tall, stallion looking, beautiful women, man, beautiful black women and stuff, man. And he was knocking them out the park. But I mean, he was nice to him though, But I, he was like, he would tell me, he'd be like, Polo, man. He said, man, look, I had her wearing my cowboy hat. I had her wearing my cowboy hat. And I guess the word got around. He like, yeah, he let me wear the cowboy hat and everything, and da, da, da. Like, man. But this dude, I mean, he was knocking him at the party, and he would throw his own little parties and stuff like that, and it would be mixed people there, like a mixture of different people there, man. He was just it was a solid guy. See, and see, the media thinks that, like, look, I got into it with a motherfucker, man, because this motherfucker want to sit up there and had the audacity to put me in a fucking coon category for liking a player of another race. I'm like, bitch, fuck you, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking coon here. I love my people. Like, when it comes to talent and liking an art form, like, okay, I used to like other guys that was in hip hop, like the Beastie Boys, or when Eminem came on the scene. Until I heard some things about Eminem, I was like, man, yo, he's dope or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody, third right, whatever his name was, third base, I think it was. I used to like some of those guys or whatever, and like with Luca. When it comes to Luca, man, the dude can hoop. I like Larry Bird. I got Larry Bird as my starting small forward. I like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers are, oh, well, nah, man. Oh, man, you gotta be cooning and shit like that. Motherfucker, fuck you, nigga, because you don't even know. Nigga, you not with me 24/7. And if you was with me 24/7, and if you spent some time enough for me to know that, then you know damn well, man, you would have to eat your motherfucking words back down your fucking throat, bitch. Cause I've dealt with that fucking racism bullshit. My mom has dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? My family has dealt with that shit. But you're not making matters worse. That's why we have the shit going on now that we have going on. He was like, it was his goal. Uh, that punk ass motherfucker that came up in there in Buffalo and shot everybody and shit. he, yeah. I'm trying to tank, man. I'm just trying to keep y'all motherfuckers entertained, man, because I know it get hard out here, man. No, we gotta laugh about some shit sometimes. Like every time we turn around, man, somebody dying, or so talking about people getting shot, shit like that, man. You gotta bring some comedy element to the shit sometime or whatever. But anyways, like that motherfucker's goal was to go kill some more black people. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of these guys, man, they probably somebody probably said something to them, you know what I'm saying, or was bullying him or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And he probably stayed quiet. That's why you gotta watch out what you say to people, you know, and around my way, like, look, you could take a nigga as a square all you want to when you at work, yes sir, no sir, if you want to or whatever. But I guarantee you, man, that's because you got motherfuckers that's coming up to FedEx shooting people and shit like that. That shit that happened in um, Indianapolis and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful what you say to people on your job and shit like that, or even just on a normal day, because what you say could stick in the back of that person's mind, and then they'd be like, you know what? Because that black man has said that to me or whatever. Now I'm gonna put everybody in that motherfucking category. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you have a business and shit, like, nah, man, man, I ain't serving the white folks, I ain't serving this race and nothing. Nah, don't do that stupid shit, man. If as far as training and shit like that, nah, I ain't training that race, or I ain't training that race. Nah, fuck that. Equal opportunity, and see that's what you don't know is that a lot of people from different races are willing to invest in your business. What's up with it? What's up with it, Marco? I see you in the building. A bunch of folks who got picked on and wear a badge or ski mask now. Being kind, gonna save my life, please. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Think tank. You know, I mean, look. At the end of the day, man, we gotta stop being small minded, and we gotta stop being closed minded and being naive to the fact of not what's going on. That's why I tell people, get off the computer, go outside, go look around, go to places and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're always on the internet and shit like that, man, your mind is gonna continuously wander. But you're not really a big portion of the internet and a big portion of social media, man, is is it's not real. Okay, it's not real. But besides that, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up today, man. Think Tank, of course, the brother Too Raw for TV. Definitely go sub to Too Raw for TV. Um, Multiple channels, like I said, Historia of the highest order. Marco Hinton, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications so that you will be notified. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment, man. And I'm gonna get at y'all again with another one. I'll holler at y'all.